First person I'd like for you to meet is Jamie Bothwell. Jamie is an S-scale modeler, and he was chairman of the S-scale annual convention put on by the National Association of S-Gagers in Harrisburg this year. And he's here this evening to tell you a little bit about what's going to be on the tap for 2024, because he's also been selected to be chairman of that convention. So, Jamie, thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks for having me, Jim. Selected is probably a kind way. I'm more like I got suckered into it, or I was silly enough to volunteer. So anyway, we ran this convention like most S-scale conventions. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of, people got together. Trains were bought, trains were sold. We did do something a little unique, is that this was a kit that we offered. We gave this kit out to everybody that registered for the convention. This is the Union Fuel Company's office in Easton, Pennsylvania, basically. It's a little smaller, but we just thought instead of another mug or a bag or whatever, everybody could use a kit. So, and then of course we'll have people bring them back next year. We're having a contest. So whoever's got the best kit. So, what I would tell you about the convention, really, if you want to, let me just see. Oh, darn, where did that go? All right, I had this. I was all set to do this. And where did it go? There? Nope, not that. There we go. Okay. This is the NASG's website, nasg.org. And if you go there, oh, geez, there's another picture of me. There's an opening picture and you click in it, nasg.org. If you want to see about the national convention, come over here to NASG, click that right over here, annual convention. And you would go to past conventions, because now it's a past convention, and you click, and there we are. Okay. And so then there's a picture of a building. This was the best in show in the contest. It's a house under construction. But if you click right here where it says visit, there's a bunch of photos of various activities. And I won't go through it all. If you're interested, you can go through and take a look. It's loading up a little slow, but there's many pictures on there that will show you all the things that we did. We ran 3 tours. We ran a tour to Horseshoe Curve that also took in the Railroaders Memorial Museum. We ran another tour to Gettysburg. Those 2 both ran on the Wednesday. And then Thursday, we ran 1 tour to East Broad Top, where everybody rode the train and had a shop tour. And so that was great. And then if this were to load, you could see all the pictures. There's photos of stuff. And then there's a bunch of pictures of me handing out the awards for the modeling and whatever. Okay. So there's a little description of all the clinics that we presented. We presented about a dozen clinics. There's the Scott's building under construction again. And there's some more pictures of, again, if they loaded, you could see that there'd be pictures of all the contests. The Greeley's contest, like I say, I've been running this for a while, that we all kind of start with the same model and you bring it back and what can you do with it. And so this year, of course, the Greeley's model will be the Union Fuel Company. So we'll see, hopefully we'll have a lot of entrants. It says, see you next year. And again, there would be a photo of this. The photo is actually a photo of this right here. That's our poster that we had up. And what we did was we took the poster and I'll just hold you. You can see we crossed out, we added Susquehanna 2 to it. But the one thing I would tell you is if you look at the poster, let me just, I'll just leave that for a sec. If you look at the poster, it says the dates say, the photo of the poster, it says we're going to go July 24th to the 27th. But we've actually moved it forward a week. So we're going to go from July 17th to July 20th. So if you're curious, as we like to say, come on out and give us a check. We'll be in Harrisburg for those like 4 days. Run some different tours, of course, because people don't want to go back to the same thing again twice. We're looking at trying to run a tour to Amish country because that's reasonably close. We're trying to arrange an RDC car to take us on a tour of the Blue Mountain and Reading. But again, these tours are all sort of, up in the air at this point, possibly Strasburg Railroad, we'll all have to see. So, whatever works out. So anyway, here's some of the pictures are loading. But now that I've got your attention, I would like to point out that if you are at all S curious, the NASG website is a great place to look because we've got all these. Our website guy is amazing. Every day he spends hours fixing up our website. And but he's got, like, if you look right here is the product gallery. Here you can look at like virtually everything that's ever been made in S scale. So you wonder, gee, did they ever make this steam locomotive in S scale? You can come here and click on it. And here's, various ways you can search it up to see if that model was ever made. So, if you're at all curious about what you could find in S or what's been available made in S. I'm having a little trouble here because let me just close that. So, again, we have some S scale layouts that, people have their layouts. They have pictures of their layouts on here. The product gallery, everything that's ever been made. Here's some how-tos and resources. Over here, we have the NASG store and news and events and clubs. Of course, if you're interested, is there an S scale club in my area? Here's a listing of all the clubs, again, by region, by state, whatever. So, if you're at all curious about S scale, I highly recommend that you go to nasg.org. Here it is again. All right, there's about. Okay, so nasg.org and come on in, look around. Somebody there, they can put you in touch with somebody who can answer a question if you're at all curious of S scale. That's what I got. Thanks for coming. And like I said, if you're in the Harrisburg area, next year, let's see, we had a 1 day, you could get in a 1 day admission for $30. If you wanted to just come in and kind of check out the vendor hall, possibly maybe go to a clinic or something, that we had a 1 day admission. Normally to sign on for all 4 days, you kind of have to be an NASG member. So you'd have to take out a membership. And the 4 day registration was $60 last year. Again, I imagine it's going to be about the same this year. But we did run you could come in for a single day for $30 if you're interested in, just checking things out. So I hope to see you next year in Harrisburg. It was a great time. The hotel was great. They were really nice. Everything worked out. So we're happy to go back.
You come in by air. What airport do you come into, Jen?
Harrisburg. The Harrisburg International, they run a shuttle service out to the airport. I was looking, I actually found this hotel by going to the Pennsylvania Railroad Convention a couple of years ago, the Pennsylvania Railroad Technical and Historical Society.
Yeah.
And I looked at their website today. They call it the Airport Sheraton. Okay. I was told that the name of the place is the Harrisburg Hershey Sheraton, but the Pennsylvania Railroad calls it the Airport Sheraton. So it's right. I rode my bike past the airport a couple of times. It's not very far away. Gotcha. So as far as the train station goes, it's also very handy to the train station. I personally made 6 trips to the train station during the convention to either pick people up or drop people off. So if you come by train, we'll come get you. So.
Jamie, thanks so much for telling us about your convention. Best of luck to it.
Thank you. And like I said, if you're at all curious, come on by. We'd love to have you.
Thanks again, Jamie.